Could she really be here, waiting for me? Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore. I'm ready. Mary?
Brian Wilson, El Halcón de la Ley.
Well, well, well. Hello, EV23 and Alali H and Ashley Long. I wonder if my #1 best, most biggest fan ever, Maxie, is going to show up tonight. What do you think, Evie? First in the room, EV23. So I got. Hey, what's up, Jeff? So I got maybe some bad news about HAWKTOBER, Halloween, and that is this probably is my last stream in HAWKTOBER right now. I wasn't necessarily even going to stream tonight because I'm tired. I had a bad day. But I got that oral surgery tomorrow. I have to go to an oral surgeon for an extraction, and for some reason I think I was thinking of it like a filling or something kind of minor. But I was going over, like, they send me all these forms to fill out on my phone and like post-op instructions and all that, and I was looking at it and I realized, like, oh my god, I'm not going to be in any shape. Like, I took tomorrow off of work and I was going to go back to work on Thursday thinking I could just get through it. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be leading meetings on Thursday. I'm not going to be like talking for hours on Thursday. I'm going to have like gauze in my mouth and an ice pack up to my head. That's the, and be on like antibiotics. I said for the first day, you just doing everything you can not to agitate the jaw. So I'm like, and the wound. So I was like, oh god. So actually, like, literally just a half hour ago, I logged onto my work, my work laptop, and I emailed my boss and my coworkers on my team, because Thursdays are like a real busy day at my job. I lead meetings, and I had to be like, hey, like, I was just going over this information about this extraction that I'm having done, and I don't think I'm going to be in on Thursday. I said, I forgot how extensive an extraction is, like how it's like a kind of a trauma for your mouth. And it's like, yeah, I said, most people take 2 to 3 days off of work after having an extraction. I was looking it up, like, how soon can you work after an extraction? And like, most people take 2 days. Some people take 3 days. Like, put the tooth under my pillow? Nah, I don't want to see this tooth again. They're pulling it out because it's in bad shape. So it's like, I don't know what kind of tooth fairy visit I would get for a tooth that's like all fucked up. That's why they're taking it out. But I could just see some real scary, like, it wouldn't be the regular tooth fairy. It'd be like the Grim Reaper or some shit show up. It's like, hey, I'm here to collect your tooth. So anyway, yeah. And it's already been like a bad week for me. This is between the surgery and then the other thing that's happening is I just found out, well, between yesterday and today, that the team at my job, the team that I've been working with for the last 5 years is basically dissolving. I don't know if I've told you guys, but my title is project specialist, and in the work that we do is project based. And I started as a temp, and usually the model for our business is that projects only last a few months. So they do all contractors, temps, and then when the project ends, maybe there's another project or they let the temps go. That's like the thing. And I sort of lucked out in that the client that we were doing this work for had such a extensive rap sheet of legal matters that it went on for years and years. It was like a bubble of this one massive client who just had, like lawsuit after lawsuit that we were administering. And they're finally wrapping up. Like they're in the process over the next 2 months of they're basically no longer going to need our services. And they've been everything that I've done for the last 5 years has been for this one client. That my team has been working for this one client. A goblin would show up. Caw! Yeah, best HAWKTOBER ever. Brad, I don't know if you heard, but this is my last stream in HAWKTOBER. So I know I've been doing a lot of streams. I've been proud of my track record. It's funny because this is the first HAWKTOBER that we went into it actually planning to be gone for 2 weeks. Because usually I'm like, it's HAWKTOBER, I'm going to stream 8 times a week and everything. And then I do a few bonus streams in the first week, and then I get sick and disappear for a week and a half. So, but this HAWKTOBER, we canceled our trip, well, hurricane. And then I've been streaming like 2 to 3 times a week, all HAWKTOBER. But yeah, so basically I just found out that I'm not losing my job, but they are scrambling to find because I'm not a contractor anymore. After a couple of years, they hired me as an employee. So they really, once you're an employee, when a project ends, they do their best to find another project for you to work on. And they think they found like a place where me and a couple other the people that I work with can end up going. But it's going to be like all different supervisors. It was bad. My immediate manager of my team, he told me, like, as soon as he found out, he's like, "You have a minute for a meeting?" And it was yesterday, towards the end of the day, and I talked to him, and he was like choked up, like telling me like, "Yeah, the team is dissolving." And this is a guy that I've worked with since day one. He wasn't always my manager. Actually, he wasn't even a manager when I met him. He was the same thing that I was, but he'd been there for a few years, so he moved up. I hope so too. I know that like the nature of the business that I'm in, it can be a lot more chaotic, and like I feel like we were in kind of a weird bubble because of the client that we had such a, it just seemed like it was never going to end. Like we built an entire industry around one client, like all the yeah, whatever. And so that's finally, after 5 years, that's ending. So we'll see. Supposedly, like my boss's boss, who also was someone that I used to work right next to when I was first hired. So I know her really well. She's actually sort of found a spot that she's trying to convince, like there's a spot in another whole other section of the company that is in like really dire need to get some like really skilled people in, and she's been trying to make the case to basically pave the way for me to just slide into that thing. And this is someone who's like advocating for me is kind of high up, but it's in a different vertical. So it's like she's just talking, she's not their boss or anything. She's like a high person talking to other high people. And these other high people are like, they're busy, they're really busy. They have like things to fill. So yeah, it's a little bit scary. I'll sue Taco Bell for free food. That's another thing I'm sad about. No Taco Bell Thursday. Because I'm going to be like on a liquid diet. I'm going to have Huel though, Brad. I'm going to be living off Huel for like 2 days. Very smart and capable, but not licensed by the Oregon Bar. And they don't give a crap about that at my job. The bar part. The license, yes. Actually, no. Even like people, once you're hired, it's like they're weird about that. Like they don't require that you maintain your license. I've always maintained my license because if I let it lapse, then it can be a pain to reactivate it again. And I always want to be able to. I mean, the thing is that when you go inactive with a bar license, you're still paying a few $100s a year just for inactive status. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm just like, why do I bother if I pay? I mean, it's like, granted, it's 2 to 3 times more for an active license, but you're going to pay either way. I'm like, why just keep it? You know, I'll be in debt for the rest of my life for my law degree. Keep my license active. And that way, whenever, you know, if I do make use of it, I'll be able to say like, yeah, look, I've been active in the California bar for 15 years or whatever it is. You had a really bad reaction to Taco Bell on Saturday? Think you got a stomach bug. Okay. You went home early on Sunday and called them up. You were so sick and you're still on recovery. Yeah, I mean, it could be Taco Bell, but that sounds like a stomach flu. Or whatever that, it's not actually a flu. I didn't know that till I was an adult. The stomach flu is actually not a flu. I was like, why is sometimes the flu is you get a cough and sometimes you vomit? It's like a separate thing. But that's, I hate that. That's the worst. Like stomach bugs and food poisoning, both. I hate that more than any other kind of sickness. I hate throwing up. I hate it. I'll be sick with with a chest cold for a week rather than have to deal one night with having this like a stomach bug. It's bad fast food workers don't get sick days. Oh, they don't? I think that's going to depend on where you work. honestly. But because most jobs, especially if you're a full-time corporate place, you're gonna have benefits. Like the government requires it. If you're working part-time, maybe you're fucked. But if you work full-time at a job, yeah. It was awful Sunday night. You kept waking up to drink water, but you couldn't keep much down. Oh, God, I hate that. I'm sorry, Evie. Yeah, that's the worst. I've been feeling really lucky about that. Like I don't think I haven't had I can't even remember the last time I threw up. I mean, knock on wood, right? But I feel like it's literally been like 10 or 15 years. I used to get stomach flus, like when I was younger, I would get stomach flus like every year. Like when I was growing up, it seemed like I got one every year. And then once I hit adulthood, it became like more and more rare. And like literally it's been at least 10 years. Fast food places mostly keep people hourly. Well, I mean, hourly or not, if you're full-time, it usually the government mandates that you have certain benefits. If you're part-time, they don't. So what they will do is they'll keep you under 32 hours a week so that they don't have to give you jack shit. And maybe, I don't know if there's certain states where they don't have to, but I've never heard of a place where if you work full-time as as an employee, they have to. If you're a contractor, no. But if you work full-time as an employee, they have to give you that shit. It can be like really bad, the bare minimum, but there's state minimums for all that stuff if you're full-time. It'd be more or less difficult to avoid depending on the state. Yeah. Today's your 8-year anniversary with your hubby. You felt okay enough to go to dinner and go to a Pumpkin Nights event. But now you're sitting down, you feel sick again. Oh no. I mean, I guess, okay. It is only Tuesday. I forgot. For some reason in my head, I thought, oh, it's Thursday. So it's like it was so long ago that you were sick. But no, you literally are just getting over this thing right now. Yeah, you're probably just coming out the other end. Hopefully you're done being sick. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get the stomach flu. That was the worst thing, where I'd be like, oh, I think I'm over it now. Like I feel hungry and stuff, and then I'd eat and then I'd get sick again. But like literally I'd get sick right away. It wouldn't be like I'd eat and then 5 hours later I'd be like, I wonder, whatever. It was pretty immediate. But happy anniversary. Happy 8-year anniversary with your hubby. You know what I realized I completely forgot about this year was to mark my YouTube anniversary of my first stream. I totally forgot. Usually I have to look it up each year because I can't ever remember if it was September or I think it was October when I did my first stream. But I totally forgot. I'm gonna have to remember next year though, because next year is next year's 10 years. Next year will be my 10-year YouTube Gaming Lawyer channel anniversary. Oh my god, you guys, 10 years. That's like a whole chunk of a lifetime I've been doing this shit. Can you believe it? You all been here too. Well, most of you been here. I think, Jeff, you came a few years into it. I can't remember if you've been around since the beginning. I think you've been around for since near the beginning, though. Now that I think about it, you've been around. Maybe you have been around since 2016. You remember when you started coming to my channel, Jeff? Was it 2016? Now that I think about it, I was like, huh. And Keith and Ashley have been coming here forever too. That's so funny. Like when I'll look back at streams from 2018 and there's Keith's all over the street, all over it. 10 years and 45 seconds. You can't remember. But I was like, yeah, I think now that I think about it, I think you've been around since very early on. You can remember? Oh, okay. I thought you were playing with words. I thought you were being playful. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like literally, I was. You know, I've been doing bonus streams every Tuesday this month, and today, I was just like, it's just my work has been so draining with all this news about like our team dissolving. That's all we talked about all day. I had like 2 more meetings with other people on my team, and everyone's kind of freaking out, and they're just like super morose. It's like it's super like everyone is really just, I don't know. It's such a weird vibe. And it's also, even if we do end up, you know, and I think we're all gonna, the people on my team are all employees, I think, and I think there's enough work happening in this other part of the company to make room for us. But for the most part, we won't be working together. Possibly the one person that I've been doing QA with, because there's 2 people to do QA. I'm kind of the QA lead, and we brought this other woman on, and they may be able to keep us together. So we're kind of hoping that we can be moved over to this whole other thing as a unit, the 2 of us, so at least we'll know somebody. You came from Brad or CPG, and that's the thing, is like I know you're associated with at least with Brad, and I think now that you mentioned it, yeah, CPG as well. But I've been in their circle since 2015. Like I met CPG was the first streamer that I can remember. Maybe Jose Angel, both who was also in the same circle. It might have been the same night. The first like 2 streamers that I had come visit me. And well, Evie was before everyone. She's not a streamer. I'm talking about the first like YouTubers that visited my stream, and it was either CPG or Jose Angel. Wonder how he's doing. Once in a while, he'll do like a random. I'll see that he'll done something random, but one of the most of the aside from Brad, most of the OG YouTube gaming crew is pretty much gone now. Yeah, he sort of just stopped, but then every once in a while would do like a stream. Sometimes he'd do sometimes silent streams, or sometimes he would record something in advance and then he would premiere it like as a live event, but it was a recording, and then he'd be in the chat chatting with people, like typing chat. But yeah, I think some people just got real over the regular streaming thing, and it's, you know, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, so here we are. It's funny because last night I was so stressed out, and today I was stressed out. But last night I actually updated World of Warcraft, because that's one of my comfort foods I go to, is World of Warcraft. But I was like, no, I should make it at least until the end of October. And I don't think I can't remember if I even ended up playing anything last night. What? I got some kind of a Brad got me wizardry. I'll take it. That's been on my wish list for a while. Wizardry is, remember when I played Bard's Tale a couple months ago? That old, it's like a remastered, but it's like 3D, super oldish game. Wizardry is one of the originals of that genre, and they did a full remake that came out like last year, and I've sort of had my eye on it. But thank you, Brad. Oh, you still talk to Jose? I know whenever I've seen him do anything on YouTube, you're usually there. And like, you're the only one there. I know I've gone in a couple of times. And I feel like it's been years since I've seen him do anything, but I know once in a while over the years I've seen him do something. Usually if I went, like, you'd be there. And it was just like you and him hanging out. But yeah, I'll show you guys Wizardry. It's one of those that I put on my wish list. I got a real itch to play that kind of game, but I was never willing to pay 35 bucks for it. So I was like, but definitely, like, I've been Wizardry, Proving Grounds, trailer. You, Chris, and Jose are the 3 people I met on White YouTube Gaming that have become lifelong friends. That's cool. Yeah, I consider Chris as probably a lifelong friend too. Jose, we never specifically had problems with each other, I don't think, but we never really like I hung out in his streams and stuff, but it was always kind of, I don't know. It's always kind of, I don't know, it was tension, I would say, but yeah. Like, I always was like, thought maybe, sometimes I was like, does he not like me? Or, you know, whatever. It's one of those things where I don't have any real reason to think so, but like sometimes you get a feeling you're not just gelling with certain people, and I always kind of felt that, and I never had any kind of problem with him, but I always just felt like we never really connected as people. And that's okay. I mean, that happens sometimes, you know? Everyone, and that's the thing is, too, Brad, is I do overthink things. So what I'm thinking about specifically, there's a point where, like, I used to go into Jose's streams, and it seemed like I started feeling like there was a pattern of him not acknowledging me. And once or twice, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I know I overlook stuff too, but it seemed like it became like a pattern where, like, he was ignoring my comments. And here's the funny thing. You know how I get, like, when people freak out if I overlook their comments, and because it's with rare exceptions, it's not intentional. Certainly it's not intentional with any of my regulars. It's like sometimes some weirdos come in and they say some stuff, and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna pretend I'm not seeing that, because I just don't want to bother with, you know, whatever. But anyways, yeah. So at one point with Jose, I was like, hey, are we good? Like, I reached out to him in private, and I was like, are we good? Because, like, I feel like you don't acknowledge me when I'm in your streams, and maybe you're just overlooking me or whatever. But I know I was concerned enough about it that I reached out to him in private and was just like, are we good? Is there, you know, are we okay? Like, no one freaks out when you ignore our comments. Yeah, well, certain people historically have gotten a little more impatient with me than others, but I don't think anyone's too, like, after they've gotten to know me a little, is too surprised about it. All right, here's Wizardry. Oh, where's my cam? Oh, there I am. So it's like an early 80s game, sort of rebuilt on the skeleton of the original game. And you could do a mode where you're actually playing the original version of the game, or you can have it like actually overlaid. You can see, like, next to my head here, I think you can actually have like an overlay of the original game interface right there. It's supposed to be super brutal too. Brad's probably gonna really enjoy watching me play it. So there's a pretty good sale on right now. I actually just picked up, finally, it's been on my wish list for a while. I got Dread Delusion. Brad, I think you have that one. Yeah, I think I saw you play it once. I've had my eye on that for a while, and it was like 30% off, so I just picked it up yesterday and installed it. I haven't launched it yet, but I've never intentionally ignored Jaws. I get this. I get the sense that like literally it has been a pattern, but hand to God, I have never looked at a Jaws comment and been like, I'm just not gonna answer that. Never once in 9 years have I intentionally ignored Jaws. You ignored the first 5 games? Yeah, I guess thank you so much, Brad. I guess that one was still pretty high up on my list. Even sure. I'm constantly shuffling my wish list around. If you figure out how to make magic not shit, please let you know. It's probably going to be something I'll jump into, like play around with after HAWKTOBER. Or, I mean, it's weird enough that going into HAWKTOBER, I almost was like, could I get away with this game being a HAWKTOBER game? But I was like, it's weird, but I don't think you could count it as scary. There were a couple games like that where I was like, it's kind of a bizarre setting, like weird setting. But I don't think you can go so far as to say it's like a horror. So I eliminated a couple things on that basis. And yeah, a lot of times the ones that end up at the top of my list are, well, it's sort of like, it's like Darwin, survival of the fittest. They're the games that I have the most interest in that are not cheap enough for me to buy. So sometimes other stuff gets up there, but then it'll go on a sale and it'll be gone like 2 weeks later, you know? Pretty to look at and yeah, now that we're talking about that, I'll throw up a preview on that too. So I think it's one of those games that most people are probably not familiar with it. People compare it to Morrowind. Like it's got like a retro open world RPG vibe. But it's got like a real funky...
Calamity is cyclical. The old world.
I think one guy made this thing too.
These splintered isles are all that remain.
For a very small team, I think.
But there are those who would lay claim to anything. Opportunists, tyrants, fools. Their hubris rises like bile. Their arrogance, a tide that would swallow us whole. Gone is the age of ambition. Nigh is the age of delusion.
Yeah, so it just looks like an interesting kind of fun game. But yeah, you're now that you're so generous to me, Brad, I'm really glad I didn't go with my impulse. Like I updated World of Warcraft, and then I thought about it some more, and I almost streamed Lord of the Rings Online. Like, I almost thought about it, streaming Lord of the Rings Online, because that also is a comfort game to me as well. And I was like, I mean, chances are both of those games have Halloween events going on right now, so I could somewhat just be like, hey, look, there's a spooky haunted house at Bag End in the Shire, so it's technically, it could be HAWKTOBER themed. The voiceover is kind of great. I can't remember if I've ever watched that trailer before. I just grabbed it so that I could, you know, so that anyone who's wondering what the hell I'm talking about, because it could be that of everyone in here, you and I are the only ones that know that game at all. But I know I'm excited about it. I know you had it already because I watched you play it once. You're welcome, Brad. It would have been just a real comfort thing to just be like, shit, I just need to be in Middle Earth. Like, that's... And that was the impulse with World of Warcraft as well, where I was just like, I just need to be in World of Warcraft right now. I just need to be... It's just like wrapping my soul up into a warm blanket is how those games feel to me. Probably World of Warcraft Classic. I don't know about retail WoW these days, feeling like a warm blanket. But one of these days I am going to get back into that stuff. There's a few expansions of World of Warcraft that I've never even played. Maybe I'll get Mrs. G-Law into it. Mrs. G-Law hasn't been into World of Warcraft or any games for like 4 years, so... I've bounced off ESO hard so many times, but when you mention it right now, and I'm like, part of me is like, yeah, I don't like the level scaling. I guess there's level scaling. I don't like the classes, and I don't like the level scaling. I think the world is great. I think the quests are interesting. There's a lot that I like about it, but then there's certain like very core aspects of the game that turn me off when I'm playing it. That always like bother me while I'm playing it. And EverQuest 2, are you serious, Brad? Why? I would think if you find Lotro boring, you'd find EverQuest 2, like, even more intolerable. You sent me some messages on Discord about Wolfmouth? Okay. Should I look at those now? Millie's been super hyper today. We definitely have played some Wolfmouth throughout the day. Oh, these are not on my thing. Oh, Brad, I love that. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Florence. But it's best if you have a sock on your hand. It's probably safer if you do. But I don't know if Millie would put up with like a sock. It's kind of like wearing a sock during Wolfmouth is like people that don't like wearing condoms. It's like it takes so much out of it. You'd rather have like the mouth like gumming down right on the skin, you know? It'd be like if you gave her a bone and put a sock over it, or gave her a treat and put it inside of a sock. Florence, yeah, Brad said, Florence now knows what Wolfmouth is, and she's not pleased. And she never liked you playing Wolfmouth with Anya anyways, but now she has a more succinct term for it. Wolfmouth has been, and Amanda's embraced it the way that Millie does it now. And one of the key differences is when we first got Millie, when she still had her baby teeth, they were small and like razor sharp teeth. And she also didn't know how to gauge like what was going to hurt us or not. And so she was like making us bleed. So we had to be careful. And, my wife has to take blood thinners, so she can't, like, if she gets really like cut, she can, cuts can be serious for her. So yeah, but since Millie's adult teeth came in, I mean, she could still tear the shit out of some stuff, but comparatively speaking, they're a lot more blunt than her baby teeth were. And also, she's gotten better at regulating her biting when we play Wolfmouth, because when she plays Wolfmouth, she's not like trying to hurt you. It's just she's just grabbing you. And often she does it so that like her canines are hooked around your finger, but she's not clamping down on you. It's just like the canines, so she's just kind of gripping you with her canines and pulling, but not like gnashing down on you or anything like that. Of course, she does bite a little bit more sometimes, but yeah. Nah, well, you also let your cat scratch the shit out of my hand if she's in a mood. Your dad takes blood thinners, that is? Yeah. Yeah, so she has to be careful, especially when Millie had razor sharp little claws. And she still will end up like bruising easily because Millie will jump up. Like it's always jumping up on her when she's like all spastic and stuff. Like mostly, well, I guess even when she's standing, the jumping up is a thing we probably need to get under control. But as she's sitting there and Millie will jump up on the couch and be like walking on her and stuff. Because Millie still thinks she's this big. Millie doesn't realize that she's like the 60-pound beast now. You take blood thinners, a.k.a. drinking all the time. Yeah. I mean, I think the people who take the medication blood thinners might have a little more thinning going on, but yeah, alcohol, could have the same effect. Good old wolf mouth. Yeah, I have fun, and Millie gets so joyful. I mean, sometimes it's rambunctious play, but when she comes in the morning and I pet her and she's all excited and I give her tummy rubs and she'll roll on her back and then she'll start licking my hand. I'll be giving her tummy rubs and then she'll like grab my hand and just hold it. And I'll be rubbing her belly with one hand and she'll be holding my other hand in her mouth, just like, I don't know. It's just like she's just having this great moment of like, it's just how she's communicating. Like, oh, it's like she's holding my hand while I'm rubbing her belly, except she doesn't have, she can't grip me with fingers, so she uses her wolf mouth. And then when we're playing and she does the whole the wolf mouth thing, it's fun. It's a good time. Then that's actual wolf mouth. Depends on how much you drink. You can beat these medically necessary blood thinner takers. It's a competition to who can bleed the most profusely. All right, I challenge you. So I did play over the weekend. I played quite a bit more Silent Hill 2 on my own. So I'm a bit ahead in the game. I actually experimented with playing with keyboard and mouse and my little controller and stuff, and for me that actually works a lot better. Like I got immediately way better at the game, and it actually controls pretty well with keyboard and mouse. I thought it might be janky. Some games can, like, that are designed for a controller can be a little janky on keyboard and mouse, but it actually works pretty nicely. And I did actually enjoy, I like streaming with you guys, right? But it was kind of cool being fully immersed in the horror, just like quiet room, no distractions, playing the game, and just like being in Silent Hill. And yeah, I really got it. It's still fun. It's still a fun game to stream, don't get me wrong, but I really did have a chance to like immerse into it. And I did find I was really enjoying that.
45 seconds of gameplay.
You haven't been using that blood anyways? My goodness. I can't promise a long stream tonight. I know I say that a lot, but I didn't sleep well last night. I think I was just stressed, and so I didn't get a lot of sleep. And then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get in the game and I'll be like, oh, it's so great to not worry. Silent Hill will scare me out of my troubles, and then I'll be into that and not want to stop playing. But I could definitely not going to promise any evidence of structure approach, Brad. No. That's usually reserved for when I'm in a really good mood. Because generally, reading law out loud is not something I enjoy doing. I like doing it a little bit for the comedic value. But it's tedious. Even though it's like, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fun. Only because it's so ridiculous for me to read law. To read a law case to you guys. Oh no, your stomach is still feeling bad. let's see. Let me say this. This is sort of a weird thing about this game where you manually have to set the audio device. Is there just a like system default option? Nope. You manually have to set the device. So it's not just whatever your system is using. It's like literally you have to tell it which audio device to use. You like, well, here's the thing. The place where they want me to go, or where they're trying to pave the way for me to go, there's plenty of trouble going on over there. So, and I already like scouted out the case and everything. It's like a huge class action. It's very complex. I don't know if it's as complex as the stuff we've been working on, but that's one of the selling points that they're trying to pitch. Like the leadership's trying to pitch to get them to consider taking us, is that, you know, I've worked on a lot of complex stuff. But it would be like all new complex stuff for me to learn. And, you know, I don't know if I really like my team. My team are a bunch of like hand-selected weirdos that are, like, we've been carefully cultivating the weirdos on our team for 5 years. So I don't know what's going to happen. I have my Star Trek background, Star Trek Enterprise original series background that I use at all the meetings. I'm like telling my supervisor, my manager this morning, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to, I don't know if my Star Trek background is going to fly once I move over to this other division. Like, I have to feel it out, but if I want to set it to easy, okay, I don't think, I've been doing good with keyboard and mouse. I've got a surplus of like healing items and bullets and stuff now. Now, the thing is that happened in game is I just now am approaching the hospital. I met a woman who first, I thought it was my girl. I went to the park where I, like, the special place was this park, and there's a woman there, and my girlfriend's name, or my wife's name, was Mary, and this girl's name is Maria. I think it's a bizarro version of my dead wife. I don't know. I don't get it. But I've been hanging out with her, and she was like, oh, I know another place that could be considered a special place for couples, so I'll lead you there. So she's been leading me through, we've been traveling together through Silent Hill, and we just arrived at the hospital. And I don't remember much about the original Silent Hill 2. But I remember, and I get the feeling a lot of it's changed. Like, I think they've added a lot, but I don't know for sure. That's one thing, when I'm done with this, I'm going to be curious to go and see, like, blow by blow what they did in this remake, what they added, because I feel like there's a lot in this remake. Although it's been 20 years, but I'm more than 20 years. But I was like, I feel like there's a lot more going on in this remake, like locations and stuff. But I do recall being absolutely terrified by the hospital when I played it 20 years ago. So yeah, this is Maria right here. And let me see. I've got 4 syringes. And I've discovered the syringes will heal your health completely. And 13 health drinks. They heal you 1 tick at a time. And then I got, I have 62 handgun rounds. So, I'm kind of doing okay. I almost rage quit when I had my first run-in with Pyramid Head, sort of the main bad guy of this game. I died 15 times in a row, at least 15 times in a row. And the way that I finally ended up beating it was, like, if you just unload clips onto his Pyramid Head, it'll hurt him. So instead of playing the dodge Counter-Strike, I'd die over and over and over and over. I just started, like, shooting him and running away, and shooting him and running away. And that worked, so I used almost all the bullets that I had then. Well, because, yeah, Brad, I I've still been, even though I've been getting bullets, I've still been mostly, when I can, killing stuff with my melee attacks. So that's how I've been saving handgun ammo. I basically only use it when there are multiple enemies, or when you go into like the nightmare version of Silent Hill, the enemies are stronger. So those guys that spit the bile, the vomit at you, in the nightmare world, they're like, their vomit goes 200 feet and they do it like rapid fire. Like they're more powerful. So I shoot those fuckers because I can't, I have a hard time getting in on them. Have I figured out how to use the handgun on the leg monster? What? I don't know. I'm not. What is the leg monster? Is that something we've encountered already? Are you talking about the guys that crawl around, or is it a different? Oh, the one, the very agile one. Yeah, I've used a handgun on them. You just shoot them. But usually if it's just 101, I can handle those guys okay. And melee. The manic, yeah, yeah. So let's see. So now, oh, how do I even, zoom in? So now I'm here at this hospital. But yeah, you can see I got through that apartment complex. I went up to the park. I've been through a lot of places now. You shoot them in the lower legs. Oh. Are we talking about the same creatures? The ones that have like the ones up top and the ones up bottom? You shoot them in the lower legs? I just hit but shooting them right in like the core. Because it seems like they have sort of a core, and I just been hitting them in the middle when I do shoot them. But I'll have to focus on the lower legs next time. Let's see. And I'm not sure if I think before I go into the hospital, I am going to scout around.
Hey, come on. We gotta catch up to her.
Oh, you're going to...
Yeah, I know. It's just,
Oh, yeah, we're chasing that little girl, too. That little... Okay. Yeah, I want to check this side of the street, too. I already went down that side street. The thing is like, usually... wherever you're supposed to go, if you explore just a little bit, you'll find out that it's not open. Like, you can't go to a whole bunch of other places, usually. It's, like, walled off and stuff, so it's sort of worth looking around. Read a newspaper? Is that the next best thing to evidence a structured approach? Hey, Overlord McGeek. HAWKTOBER is almost over. Yeah, and as I open the stream, saying this is probably my last stream of HAWKTOBER. I totally did not plan well, but I'm having oral surgery tomorrow. I'm having a tooth extraction. Well, I have to go to an oral surgeon because my regular dentist... Well, anyway, it's a long story. But, because I've been scheduled for an extraction twice at my regular dentist, and they couldn't get me numb. So they sent me to an oral surgeon. So I don't know what could end up happening. But yeah, I've had extractions before, but it's been like 20 years. And I forgot how, like, it's actually pretty invasive. And I forgot, I was thinking almost like if you ever, have had a filling is sort of like, you're basically almost back to normal, like, later that day, normally with a filling. Like, you're pretty much functional. You can't eat any, like, hard taffy or anything like that, but while it sets. And for some reason I was like, hey, you get the gauze in your mouth, you clamp down, you're back in business. You go to work the next day. I was like, oh shit. And then I was going over the post-op stuff, and then I realized, like, oh no, this is like got some serious recovery shit. Like, I'm gonna be pretty much like fucked up for the next day. So I actually just sent an email. I was reading the post-op stuff like about 2 hours ago, getting ready for tomorrow because, like, you know, I've got to get ready in the morning and go to this thing. And that's when I realized, like, oh shit, I'm not going to be okay to do shit on Thursday. I lead a bunch of meetings at work on Thursdays. So I had to be like, I'm not going to be able to do that. You guys need to... So I emailed my boss like an hour and a half ago, like right before my stream, and was
James, we're wasting time.
like, okay. But
Just
look,
a
this
moment.
is the end of it. Look, I'm not wasting time. I found bullets. Your wisdom teeth removal was nice. Wisdom tooth is a different thing. For me, wisdom teeth was fucking traumatic as hell. But I know I've had my most furthest back molar on this side taken out that wasn't a wisdom tooth, and I remember it not being nearly as traumatic as my molars, as my wisdom teeth were. So I think I just filtered it out as like not being a big deal, but it still is. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of drugs I might get tomorrow. It's funny because I didn't even think about that. But I know before, again, it's been like over 20 years since I've had an extraction, and before it was sort of like, hey, Vicodin, here you go, you get Vicodin. But since that time, there's been, I mean, that's before the whole, I was going to say before the opioid crisis, but before we realized we were having an opioid crisis, and they've really clamped down on that shit. Shot. I mean, I've done gas once. Actually, when I was getting my wisdom teeth pulled, they did gas. It's the only time I've ever had gas done. Ask them for the purest cocaine. Yeah, I don't know if that's an option, Red. You'll talk a lot. Yeah, I've never heard of. Now I've had like topical patches and stuff that have like lidocaine, which is you know, you could say it's loosely related to cocaine. They were really rough on you with your wisdom teeth removal, and you had bruises on your jaw for who knows how long, and the stitches suck. Yeah, I totally forgot about like stitches. I don't even know like what they do to close up your wound with a regular extraction. Like, seriously, after my last extraction, I remember thinking it was like after my wisdom teeth. The next time I had an extraction, I remember thinking, "Oh, this is no big deal. This was like nothing compared to having my wisdom teeth out." And then I filed it away in my head as being not much worse than a filling. If they should have meth because I'm in Portland. Maybe if I was in Portland proper. All right. Thank goodness I've made it to the medical offices. You vomited because 500 milligrams ibuprofen does not agree with your stomach, and whoop, there went my stitches. Oh no. It's time to sign in. Hey, more bullets. Oh, these are shotgun shells. Oh. Does that mean I'm going to that's my first shotgun shell. How exciting.
Is that a gun cabinet? In a hospital?
It's the shotgun safety
Yeah.
rules
But it's empty.
at the hospital.
Somehow that seems worse.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to give me. I'll sort of take whatever they give me, honestly. I'd obviously, if I will probably, if they're trying to give me ibuprofen, I'll ask if they can give me something stronger. But I just have become accustomed to them being, just in general, being real weird about giving you narcotics. You had a blob appear from the tied off skin being filled with fluid. What even is fluid? It wasn't blood? Weird. Okay. Yeah, I was always worried about like losing that's the whole thing. They say you have to be careful not to dislodge the clot. And then that's when bad things happen. Luckily, I've never had that problem. Tylenol with codeine. Yeah, that's essentially that's Vicodin, right?
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
All right. Do I have any? Oh, there's no map in here. That's right. I'll probably find a map. Hopefully. Whoops. This occurred to me. I better keep an eye out. I need to start paying attention to what I'm doing in here. Because I'm already at that point where I've gone through 2 rooms and I barely remember what I've looked at. But I could have walked right by a map and just had absolutely no idea. Never think about Mary again. Just leave with Maria. I got a weird feeling that this is, you know, like, this is all, none of this is real, and this is like, she's the weird nightmare bizarro version of my dead wife. I don't know. I forget, and don't spoil it for me, because I don't want anyone to be like, oh well, actually, here's all of exactly what's happening in Silent Hill and why everything is the way it is. So I'm still in that stage where I don't remember, and I honestly, now that I think about it, I can't remember if I actually beat Silent Hill 2. I know I beat Silent Hill 1. I know I played a bunch of Silent Hill 2, but I don't remember if I actually beat it. Due to repeated instances of keys getting misplaced, from this point forward, they are to be returned to the locker at the end of every shift. All staff are required to memorize the padlock combinations and not to disclose it to anyone but authorized personnel under any circumstances. In case of any problems, report to the head nurse in examination room 3. So I'm guessing that's maybe where I can find some keys. As a lawyer, ask your clients where to score some drugs. Boom! Yeah, I'm not that kind of lawyer. I don't have clients in that capacity. She seems like a temptress. And I think, like, the first place she took me was to a strip joint, and I'm pretty sure there were posters of, like, she had been a stripper there before whatever happened here. Because I saw posters like, is that you? Are these posters of you? And she's like, would you like them to be? Like, she's been a little bit, like, weird at me. The director requested the files of the 3 crucial patients, in the quotations, crucial. You know which ones. Could you please bring them to his office? Alright, nothing in there. Yeah, and that's one thing. It was funny because I looked back over my stream from the last time I streamed this, and I know at one point Brad was like, You've completely overlooked a health item right on the table, like directly in front of you." And when I was looking back over that section of the stream, I realized I'd been walking back and forth, doing a little bit of like 4 hours in Riften type of walking back and forth, only 30% paying attention to what was where I actually was in the game. And if Brad had not called out that healing item, I very well could have just walked away and just been like, didn't get it. That's why when I actually did play this by myself over the weekend, when I was playing quiet and focused, like, I totally was going to overlook that drawer too. I really did appreciate this game in a different way. It's like I said, it's fun to play a scary game while people are watching. It's a different kind of, it's fun in its own way. But it's definitely, like, honestly, when I'm streaming this, I literally I'm paying 40% attention to the game. Which this game definitely does benefit from.
It looks like there is a key in there.
Just being focused on it.
No combination, though.
We should look around. Might be written down somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was just written on the wall. I'm gonna save in a second. I know there's a save point right there. I also need a map of the hospital. not get too carried away. Let's get... I guess I don't have the map yet, but I've realized that nurses in training and all their faces are... That's creepy. All their faces are like blurred out. If you... Oh, I didn't notice that
Trying to
before.
blind me, James?
Look, she react when you shine it in her face. That's quite an attention to detail in the game designer. The other thing that she does that was surprising me is when you break windows in cars when she's following you, it startles her. And she has this ongoing commentary like, "Are you doing that again?" Like, geez. Pharmacy. Here we go. I bet there's a map here. Yes! It really was literally right here. Okay, exam room 3 is over to the right. Let's see, do we have other floors? Well, there's supposedly a second floor. I mean, the second floor... Yeah, okay, I do have the second floor map. And then a third floor map. Okay. Wow, big place. Big place. Alright, so I think this strategy in a place like this, rather than try to explore everything immediately... Well, maybe I... Hold on. Maybe I will try and... I'm just curious to know if I literally could explore the rest of the hospital or just closed off back here. Yeah, it is closed off. Alright. Because that's a good thing to... Like, all the doors that I try to interact with get filled out on the map. So you'll see, like, doors that are... like these doors over here, they're the solid lines. That means that, like, they can probably be open, but I just can't open them yet. As opposed to the zigzaggies, they're, like, just closed off. But by attempting to interact with the doors, it will fill out the map and kind of let you know which places you can or can't get into. Good old bathrooms. Nothing bad ever happened to a bathroom. Or in a bathroom in a horror game. The inner ward. Locked. Okay. So see, look at how I'm filling in this map. Any other door? Okay. We're ready to oh, that looked like that could have been medicine that I was going to walk right by. Staircase, reception, and elevator. Exam room 1. Remember, if you're experiencing poor appetite or significant weight loss, insomnia or hypersomnia, loss of interest or pleasure in usual activities, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, diminished abilities to think or concentrate, that's depression. Contact your healthcare provider immediately. I should have planned my meals for tonight better, since this is the last time for a few days when I'm going to be able to eat normal. Alright, very clearly can tell I can open that door. Can also go that way. Can I open this door? Oh! There she is.
Laura, wait!
It's okay.
What?
We don't want to hurt you.
All this little girl does is fuck with everything. Nah, I don't have any gummy bears right now. Or tapeworms
I
either.
don't think she likes me very much.
We feel it's mutual.
I don't know.
Get some soup. I do have some soup. I mean, I think what I'm gonna focus on is probably heal smoothies, because if I blend those up real nice, they pack a lot of nutrient. Like, you know, I'm always touting it, full balanced nutrition, like complete nutrition. So. That doesn't do anything. No, they specifically say not to do alcohol when you have an open wound in your mouth. See what Brad was talking about earlier. About the thinning of the blood. Not a great way to encourage open wound healing. Keep the door closed. Okie dokie. Alright. Hey, I see medical. One of those boxes usually has a syringe in there. But I can't go in there. Alright, so I think I actually do have to go up the stairs. Can I go down the stairs? I know I'm supposed to go up. So far, the hospital's being rather gentle. I know things are gonna get ugly. No items. So I'm gonna need a key for this. It's probably a damn morgue in there anyways. Like, I don't know why I'm in any hurry. Basements and hospitals are traditionally very fucked up places. That's where all the bad stuff happens. Alright, yeah. I don't like those drawings. That little girl, all she ever does is cause trouble. And run off and make, like, this whole thing. I don't know why we're gonna save her. She's doing it to herself. I feel a little bit like Brad. Like, this girl is making me feel about children the way Brad does. Oh, can I not go? Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, I definitely have missed something because I don't know how to progress from here. Okay, well, I know there's a key down there. I know there's a combination. I'm going to go back down here real quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. It did say to keep the door closed. That's true. You talk about the one that I was, I think it's just a button with no power. Oh, I bet I can break the window and just hop in there. Anyways. Yeah, I can. Okay.
What was that?
Not sure.
Terrible things.
Better stay on your guard.
Oh, Jeff. I don't think I've quite gotten to the point where I would feel like talking like that about kids, but, you know. With this particular kid, maybe. What do we got here? Wrote it down for you in a way you should finally be able to remember. Once you're in the lobby, just look around. Now remember, nurses, doctors, trees. This is going to be like a riddle. This is supposed to help somebody figure out the combination. All right, when you're in the lobby, look around. It's probably like I have to count the number of nurses and count the number of doctors and count the number of trees in various pictures. So that means I need to get a piece of scratch paper. I've had to do this already a couple times. Get a little scratch paper ready. All right, I'll finish looking through this room. And I can very clearly see, hey, it's my second shotgun shell. I can hardly wait to find a shotgun so I can have a party. I can shoot twice. Now, Very clearly, I know I can move on that way. I can write it in the margins of evidence a structured approach. It's quite a great suggestion, Brad. I see medicine. That's something that I walked right by before. Oh, is this no more medicine? Oh, no, just a bottle. It's just a bottle that one can't interact with. All right. So now I gotta wonder, when does the lobby consider to start? I do, yeah, let's see. How much do I have? So much medicine now. 5 syringes, 15 health drinks. And I'm at full health right now. I've got 83 rounds of pistol ammo. I've got 10 in the gun and 73 ready to go. I certainly hope I don't have to count all of these. It's probably just ones I can zoom in on. So here's trees. There's 4 trees. Let's see, we're gonna go trees. Two, 3, 4. I'm gonna look at the thing again. Nurses, doctors, trees. Nurse, docs, trees. Sounding like boss fight prep. There are at least 5 trees. Well, in this particular picture, I'm seeing 4 trees. I'm just gonna do a circle of it. I don't think this is considered a lobby either. Blank. There's 2 doctors.
You looking for something in these photos?
Yeah, I sure am. All right. Yep, watch out. That is 7 nurses. Just trying to Picard you there. Nice job not taking the bait. Thanks, Brad. I passed the Brad test. The Brad's Picard test. All right, any surprises out here? I know it said the lobby, but, you know, I'm just gonna, just for good measure, I'm gonna look at everything. Because what they'll do a lot of times, like I've encountered puzzles similar to this already in this game, off stream, and they'll have something where like you look through the window, like I'll look at this and be like, oh, technically they counted this guy as a doctor. They didn't, but you'll look through like a window to a room you can't get into, and you'll see another poster with the thing that you're supposed to be counting. That sort of thing. Okay. But it's looking like maybe it's literally, there's 1 poster of trees, 1 poster of doctors, and 1 poster of nurses that I have to contend with, and that's it. So I'm gonna do the tally. So that was nurses, 7, 2 doctors, 4 trees. 7, 2, 4. Let's see if that does the trick. Seven, 2. Oh, oh, hello. Get down there. Yep, that did it. Yay.
Second floor?
Basement.
Ah, God.
Of course.
Of course it's gonna be the damn basement. I told you. That's where the bad shit is in a hospital. Especially in a horror game. All right. Time to go down to where all the terrible things are, down in the basement.
This place feels so empty. More than the other places we've been.
Is this the special, you're saying is a special place for couples? I don't like, I guess you could say if you're like, oh, that's where we had our baby or something. But I do not have positive associations with hospitals. Whenever I go to a hospital, usually someone's either sick or dying or dead. I could hold hands with a very real woman who could be comforted. No. I've gotta save myself for my dead spouse. He did at one point ask her, am I crazy for thinking she could be here? And Maria was like, well, that's one word you could use. He's aware that it's not illogical. Oh, I got a basement map. Nice. Oh, God. Oh, that's her. What are you doing down there?
Hey, this one's open.
She scared the shit out of me. I just looked down the hall and there she was.
Doesn't work.
Well, I'm sure it will work. All right, let me look at the map. Don't go wandering down the hall before I'm ready. That scared me. You scared me, Maria. I look down the hall and I see a figure moving that I don't expect to be there. I thought you were, like, behind me. The olden days, people went to the hospital, then died. Well, sometimes they still do that. I think there's a lot more people going to hospitals than going home these days, too, but, you know. More handgun ammo. Look at me.
Generator.
You think you could get it working? Might get the elevator running again.
I'll bet all sorts of terrible shit would happen. No items, so probably I need to find fuel. And I think if I'd passed any fuel, I would have noticed, so I probably have to go...
James?
Oh, something's in there. It's finally happening. I'm finally gonna run into something terrible in the hospital. Where? I know it's here. Ah, that was Maria. Okay. Maria, why do you have to reopen the door? Just come in while it's still open. All right. Ah, I see you. Screw you. All right. I feel a little bad that I let myself get hurt there, but you know.
I think
Hey.
they're gone. For now.
Medicine. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, there's something in here. My little radio is acting up. I really would like to get the generator going under the assumption that get some more lights on in here. Though probably when I turn the generator on, things are just gonna get more fucked up. I've got a feeling, but I don't like these dark spaces. They're very unnerving. I was gonna say, it's like we're Freddy Krueger. There she is. Hey, look, I found gas. I got gas. Empty fuel can. Oh, that does not help my cause. I need a fuel can that's got fuel in it. These look like they should all have, like, big tanks with... You'd think they'd keep the gas can next to the gas spigot. Alright. Where is it? There's definitely something over here. It's empty, Brad. Even if I wanted to do that, I couldn't because it's empty. I see you there. You see that? I beat this thing in one-to-one combat. Didn't even get hit once. That's the power of mouse and keyboard, ladies and gentlemen. Eat the empty gas can. Alright. Running low. Bleach, white laundry detergent, starch, white sheets. The amount of bleach you use is getting ridiculous, and the sheets are not getting any whiter. I won't ask questions, just end it. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Oh. You're dodging constantly, which seems to work. I'm dodging a little more controlled than I have in the past. Alright. So the question now is, this has got... I need to figure out where this needs to go. There, that hole up there. Alright, I'm gonna keep searching before I... More handgun ammo. And I know I need to go in that room. Yep, oh, there's one.
They're coming.
Get out of my way, Maria. Yep. So usually if I can take them one-on-one, I'm in pretty decent shape. I still wouldn't say that I'm good at combat, but I'm definitely holding my own. Like, where did you fucking come from? Maria, get out of the fucking way. I don't even know where that one came from. I felt like I looked everywhere. Oh, alright, well I don't need to go that way yet for sure. I just wanted to confirm whether or not I could open it, because usually if I Usually I can't, you know. You got one place you're supposed to go and everything else is closed off until you know, find a key or whatever else. Alright, I'm gonna slide this guy. Excuse me, Maria. I'm sure nothing terrible is gonna happen to me when I jump into this room. Can't see anything in there, but that doesn't mean they're not in there.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go in this room where probably
I'll be right back.
there's terrible things. Let's clear the room first. Alright, I feel like I've satisfied myself that there's no one of those fucking things in here. Alright. Alright, Brad, we're gonna use the power of our imaginations. Gluck, 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 gluck. Mmm, gasoline. Gluck, 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 gluck. I drank the gasoline, Brad. There's not a whole lot of gasoline. Now it's considered a filled fuel can, though. Okay. Hmm. Two. Tastes better than Huel. I think that's a matter of a subjective opinion. Are you saying gasoline tastes better than Captain Crunch berries? Alright. I know when I open this door, one of those bitch monster things is gonna be right there. Ah! Oh my god. Maria? Ah!
There's more of them.
Oh god damn it. That did not work out to my benefit. Okay, fuck you. Yeah, Maria, why are you horsing around? Alright, no, it wasn't. This is where I got the gas can. Ah! There's another one. There she is. Oh, no, you didn't. I didn't know they could attack Maria like that. You don't attack my companion, my escort.
I think you just saved my life back there.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Yeah. So am I.
Wait, now I can't remember where the generator was. I guess it was back this way. There it is. Probably there's more. Let me just see. Where are you? Go ahead. I know there was nothing here before, but it seems like they've popped up everywhere while I wasn't looking. Alright. They'll probably just pop out of a vent in the ceiling or something as soon as I turn this thing on. The magic keeps the gasoline from spoiling. No, don't drink gasoline, then smoke. Yeah, what could go wrong with that? I could make epic fireballs. Nice.
Let's check out the elevator.
Don't trust anything.
James?
Yep, down you go. Down you go. Now the elevator's oh, was this open before? I think it was. No. I must have missed it. Hey, my third shotgun shell. All right. All right, come on in, Maria. You can come in here. I'm afraid to push the button without you. Oh, well, where am I supposed to be going, anyways? I guess to the second floor? Yeah. Sorry. I feel bad every time I shine my flashlight at her and she goes like this. Uh-oh. Why is it being cutscene-y? After all that, the girl jumped out a window. Is that what I'm meant to believe here? How is this supposed to be getting me any closer to finding Mary? Uh-oh.
Maria?
What are you doing? Just don't be weird in a place like this, Maria.
Hey. You okay?
I'm sorry.
That's fine. What's going on? Are you sure?
It's nothing. Probably just a hangover.
Maybe you should rest.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the titty bar. You can rest there. Oh yeah, that looks like a nice place to rest.
So comfy.
What the hell's on that mattress, really?
I'm gonna go look for Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
James?
Why don't you rest for a while too, James? Uh-oh. What? What's going on?
I wanted to ask you.
Uh-oh.
What if you can't find Mary? What will you do?
I haven't really thought about that.
Get back soon, okay?
I mean, what was that? Oh, the elevator was right there. Maria is in here. I can check in on her. Also want to check in, make sure there's not like medicine or bullets in here.
Sorry, I just need a moment.
Yeah, alright. I have a feeling things are about to get really fucking weird now that I'm gonna be by myself. Okay, so we can go that way. Don't know why I want to, but before we leave this hallway, I'm gonna check out the rest of the hallway. He was fixated on that window down there. Take care of what matters most. Leave the rest to us. Toluca Palliative Care Center. Yeah, palliative care. That's, I mean, it's an important service, but that's just... That's the kind of care that you give when, basically, if someone is... Whatever they have is untreatable, and they're gonna, you know, they're expected pretty much they're gonna die of it, and the only treatment they can render is just to try to make them as comfortable as possible during whatever time they have left. That's palliative care. So there's a grim connotation that comes with that term. At least, unless, maybe it's just the time I don't know if you do palliative care when someone's not gonna die. I don't know if there's a context for that. I've only heard it in context of someone that's like, they're no longer gonna be treated for the thing, like, to save their life. Like, there's no more treatment options to get rid of, like, the cancer or whatever. More handgun ammo. I'm up to 93. Wait. It isn't grim. Yeah, no, it's true. Honestly, like, because my dad had that. And they were great. They were great. But it was just the term itself is like I couldn't do it. I could not do that kind of work for a living. And just be around, like, people that are dying and stuff. That's like, I think you need to be a very special type of person. Oh, this was the stairway back down. Okay. There's a nice room. What was that? Am I getting a barbarian raid? I just got to notice that Barbara... It's like a white notice with white lettering. It's hard to read. Barbara and her viewers just joined. Say hello. Hello. Hello, Quinn FTW76. Hello, Veggie Beast Punk. Oh, Barbara. Raid of Barbarians. Hello, Zornkev. Good to see you again. Ron DZ, hello. And Mug SRB. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you, Raiders. Keep playing good games, and you'll keep raiding. Well, I can't guarantee that, because it's a real grab bag, the kind of games I play. I think they're all good, but many people, including especially Brad Pritchard, might disagree with my taste in many of the games I play. New YouTube functionality that doesn't quite work? What? Oh! No, I think it's worked before. Maybe it's just a random, like, background color and the font color was, like, really close. But thank you, Raiders. Let me see. Do I have a, here, I have this scene now. Oh, wait, wrong one.
Order in the court. Law! Talons of justice!
Welcome, Raiders! To the court is in session. Yours shows it's white on white. I declare that unreasonable. Let's see, where's my gavel sound? I gotta get better at using this scene. Here it is.
Order in the court. Law! Talons of justice!
All right. Let's see what Spock thinks about this indeed. Spock, white on white. What do you think of that? Well, Mr. G-Law, I don't think that's logical at all. Thank you for your input. Where is he? Thank you for your input, Mr. Spock. You're welcome. There he goes. Mr. Spock, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for Mr. Spock. All right. All right. Back to the game. At least 45 seconds of gameplay, followed by More prattle. But Raiders, thank you. Barbara, thank you. Again. Objection. This is I think my third Resident Evil, oh no, I'm sorry, Silent Hill 2. I always get those franchises mixed up when I'm saying them. Did you think for a second like that was really Leonard Nimoy? I know he's dead, but you know, so's his wife Mary, and he's got hope, you know. Yeah, this might be my last stream for HAWKTOBER. Because I wasn't planning ahead for Halloween. But they scheduled me an oral surgery tomorrow. And it's a tooth extraction, and I forgot that those are like, you're pretty much like not talking the next day. So, because I was just gonna go, I lead meetings all day on Thursdays. I was like, I called off tomorrow for the thing, and then I was gonna work Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, I think we'll see how I'm doing, but I might be okay. I think I was thinking like when you get a filling, it's pretty unobtrusive, but an extraction is like another matter. So I was looking over tonight, like before the stream, I've been out of work for, you know, a couple hours, and I'm looking over, like they sent me all these links to like pre-op or post-op instructions. And that's when it hit me like, oh wait, no, this is not just like you come out and just chomp on some gauze and you're good as new the next day. It's like, oh, they're saying the next day I should have like ice packs on the side of my face the whole day? And, oh no, I'm like, I'm probably not going to be leading meetings all day long. But all that's to say is, you know, the thing is, I'm just going to rant here for a second. Hold on. Come back here because
Order
this is...
in the court.
All right.
Talons of justice.
The thing that pisses me off is that I went to my regular dentist to get the tooth extracted, and they couldn't get my jaw numb. So they're like, we don't have time, come back next week. So I went back the next week. They shot it all up to hell trying to get it numb. This is a basic basic extraction. And they couldn't do it. So then they're like, all right, we're gonna schedule you for an oral surgeon. We're gonna refer you because we just can't get you numb. And the thing that sucks is I'm fairly certain like 10 minutes after I left the doctor's office, the rest of the numbing kicked in. Like I think if I just waited, but still, whatever. We'd work too much. So then I called the oral surgeon and they schedule it for October 30th. And I wasn't even thinking that's gonna fuck up Halloween. Anyways, end of rant.
45 seconds of gameplay.
And the thing is too, the only reason they scheduled it so late is because originally I was going to be out of town from like October 15th to the 26th. Like we're going to be out of town for like a week and a half for a wedding in Florida, exactly where the hurricane hit. We were going to be landing in Tampa and going to Sarasota, and like the eye of the hurricane hit Sarasota. So everything is completely, the whole wedding venue was trash. So we canceled the whole trip. We're going to do Disney World and all that. But if it hadn't been for that, I probably would have had this thing sorted out like a week ago. Bit different. That's not a matter of the court. It was still a rant. I feel like, can't I go into court and rant? Objection. I object. Wait, I didn't even see. I could have walked by stuff in here. I think I already looked all over in here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Anyways. Are you playing a little Wolfmouth right now? Ah, I love Wolfmouth. Wonder if is Millie over there? Hi, baby. Yeah, she's laying on my bed right there. But she's conked out. I gave her a good long walk, and we went and played a bunch of tug of war afterwards. I gave her a big bone she chewed on vigorously for like an hour. All right. What is that? And... Alright. I don't... That sounds like something new and horrifying. I just want to make sure nothing's going to pop out of these doors at me. Alright, there's definitely something up here. Eh... Is that a... I think that's a new... bad guy. Ah, I don't like that! Ah! Ah! Alright, that was ill-timed. She takes a lot of beating. What the hell is she doing? Alright. Got a little bit of an owie there. It's all good. I managed to... I switched to keyboard and mouse, which is my natural way of playing. And suddenly, I found... I sucked 40% less at combat. You don't need to know when to give someone a big bone. I'm talking about a beef bone for my dog, Brad. Where is that coming from? Oh. Will it crawl? Well, I know I need to crawl in there, but will it come out? Will you come out, please? I don't like that at all. I'm gonna give that thing a chance to think about it. You crawl out of there. Because crawling face first on my belly through a hole where I know something's right on the other side does not seem like a great strategy. The code has been reset to what we agreed on during yesterday's meeting in the doctor's lab. Like I said, I don't want anyone writing it down on little pieces of paper for me to find. Be responsible, people. Alright, that means it's definitely written down on little pieces of paper. Alright, don't like that at all. First, like, can I see anything written in there? Nah. We only started giving Millie bones, like, in the last month or... Yeah, right, the last month or so. She really likes them. Like, she'll just keep chewing on them forever. But if you give her a fresh bone and still got some stuff on it, she's way into that shit. And they're not that expensive either. For the amount of chew time that she gets out of that stuff. Food brother, File Contreras, Caw! How you doing, man? Happy HAWKTOBER. It's probably my last HAWKTOBER stream of the year. Alright, I'm just gonna put my face in there. I don't like it. I know something terrible is in there, but I gotta do it. I think I'm gonna use my bullets on this one. I just got home from work, alright. Alright, screw you guys. Alright, when there's like two... And I thought I saw a third one in here somewhere. I've never tried giving Millie a bull penis. Do they even have that at, like, PetSmart? Alright, before I start reading pieces of paper, that's one thing I noticed I figured out in this game is the game doesn't pause just because you're picking up a piece of paper to read it. Oh! Ah! Ah! Yeah, you be reading a piece of paper and all of a sudden that's when one of those a-holes will just decide it's time to come at you. This game will be a bitch like that. No, I don't like that either. I don't know what was talking there. I mean, is that an intercom? There's some medicine in here, looks like. There we go. Whew. All right. Where's all these little pieces of paper with the her drawings? All right. There's a whole collection of photographs I've been finding with numbers on them. I don't know what they mean, but I don't think that has to do with the code to the safe. James will never just open a door. Oh yeah, stealth legs. Why is it making Darth Vader breaths at me? I think that's just part of the soundtrack, but it's really screwing with my head. Alright, now it's time to do a circle of this room and actually look at stuff. Now that I'm fairly convinced that I've killed whatever's gonna try to kill me already in here. Hey, bullets. 4 handgun ammo. Alright. I want to say there was a piece of paper over here that I feel like I walked by a piece of paper. Maybe it wasn't. Hey, I think that's my 4th shotgun shell. Well, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be a one-man arsenal by the time I find that shotgun. Wasn't there a piece of paper over here? Maybe I just thought it was a piece of paper. I'm starting to think this whole room didn't get me closer to opening that safe up. It might have gotten me like a net gain of maybe 1 medicine and some bullets. He will never not put his hand in the toilet. That's one thing a recurring theme is. If there's some horrible place for him to stick his entire arm, he doesn't just put his hand in either. He'll put his whole arm down to the shoulder into that shit. And just the whole time be going, ugh, oh, oh. Some real disturbing moments. Alright, and I know this is exactly the time something's going to jump out at me. I'd have been outside of this room for 5 minutes. There's got to be a whole respawn since then. The true toilet lover. Really any kind of horrible, wet, moist hole that can accommodate my entire arm, I'm there. I'm all about that shit. Or James is anyways. I'm just role-playing as James. Oh yeah, I should check on I was gonna say Melanie. I should check on Maria. It's a good idea, Brad. Probably nothing has changed. But I'm literally right there.
I'm alright. I'm just tired.
I hear you, sister. That's how I feel too. I'm alright. We're just tired. Story of my life. Alright, we're just tired. Alright. Gotta watch out. Probably shit behind the door. There! Nope. Could have been. Would have been. It's exactly the sort of shit they would do to me. Alright. Let's see. Check around. Oh, I'm almost at the director's office. I don't like the soundtrack. Why is there a hand on the desk? I don't like that. Alright, so apparently whatever I need to manipulate that, I don't have yet. Doesn't mean I like it anymore.
Beyond hope. That's what they keep telling me. My 3 patients. My 3 hopeless cases. But I do not believe it to be a matter of hope. It is a matter of diligence, discipline, trial and error, of being as bold as one can be, to go as far as one needs to. I will find what it is that truly ails them, and I will cure them.
I don't know. I don't know if I like a doctor. I mean, I appreciate his dedication, but he sounds like he's ready to do some crazy shit. Oh no. Okay, there's a save thing over here. I'm gonna do the save thing before I mess with that curtain. In a game like this, you don't know what's behind a curtain. You better be ready for it, though. Let's see. So this is 3 patients. Patient number 1 moved to L1. Alright. Intense and unrelenting anxiety. Yep, got that. Current diagnosis. Symptoms have intensified into full-blown paranoia. Getting there. Visual hallucinations. No, not experienced. I'm just trying to see how many of these symptoms that I have. Recommendations: increased medication. All right, I could deal with that. Can't be left alone. Move to L1 for closer monitoring. What is L1? There's L2. L3. Now I'm not sure what L stands for. Oh, L1. Now it's got a big question mark on it. Okay. Alright, let's look at this one. Patient number 2. Initial symptoms: sensory delusions. And I've never had that problem. Current diagnosis: insomnia? Yeah, sometimes. Refuses food and water. Nope, not me. Delusions persist. Recommendations: force feeding and hydration. Bathing required to be carried out in the treatment room. Constant surveillance. Oh, great. This one sounds like just a delight. And I'm sure we're looking in the treatment room. Let's see. Where's the treatment room? That the one upstairs? Probably that's this thing over here. D1. Now I'm just looking back over this because I thought there was still some area of the basement I hadn't looked yet. But I think it was actually closed off. I just didn't realize it. Anyways. Doctor's Lounge. I haven't been able to access that area yet either. Okay. Patient number 3. Initial symptoms: sudden outbursts of aggression, visual and auditory hallucinations. Yeah, I know this one's going to be an aggressive a-hole, I bet you. Current diagnoses. Now, these 3 are crossed out. Current therapy is considered effective, crossed out. Unprovoked outbursts declined, crossed out. Social interactions improved, crossed out. What did I miss? Recommendation: continue with current therapy. Water has a calming effect. That was crossed out and it says it used to. Okay. Have I been checking the backs of all these? I think I have. I better make sure. That was the one I just looked at. Oh, hey. Because I'm not sure I checked. Now I'm trying to be thorough because I went through part of the game forgetting to look. Not even realizing I could flip things over. Alright, I'm satisfied. Now I'm going to save the game. Then I'm going to mess with that curtain. First I'm going to see if I can open this door. No items. Okay. Now I'm going to save the game. Now I've got it all sorted out what I'm doing. Alright, now... check this door. Nothing. Now I'm gonna mess with the curtain. I know everything's gonna be terrible. Eee! Oh. Oh, there. That was not so bad. Famous last words. Does appear to be a button missing. All right. Well, now we sort of see how that works. That resets it. All right. Well, clearly I don't know what order to do these, and there's a button missing. So this is not going to be fixed right now. What a weird place to put a curtain. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go to L1 over here. And I'll check, of course, I'll check everything along the way. Just realized there's a laundry room door. I think I walked right past over here earlier. Sure did. What's this? Why am I treating this like a special moment? Okay, I don't know what I've just discovered. It makes it like, ooh, look at that! Not sure. I don't know why that was significant. Okay. Hey, 2 shotgun shells. How many shotgun shells do I have now? Not that I have a shotgun. I've got 6 shotgun shells. Wait, was this opening? Search. Oh, Shawshank. Is this someplace I can stick my hand? Oh, patient interview transcript. Annotation. The following interview is conducted with blank. Response to incident 071. I remember lying in water, empty. And then I felt him stare. He was close, very close. I had to get out, had to get away, but he followed. He kept staring, so I made him stop. Now I'm empty again. Can we go back to the pool? I don't know what any of that means. All right, lovely poem. Can I stick my arm in this thing? Guess not. Looks like a great start to a hole that I could stick my arm into, but they just didn't quite get there, did they? Oh yeah, there's definitely something in there. The shower room. Okay. Here, but as long as we're here, I'm opening this up. I can check on Maria again. Hey, girl. Oh, now she's not even talking. Oh, but she's, that's the spoon me position. Maybe it's time for a little lie down myself. Okay, maybe not. She doesn't seem to be getting better. She's, like, asleep now. Oh, there's one of those times where the frame rate goes down to 8 FPS for about 10 seconds. Alright, get over it. Man, it seems to be really sticking to it this time. It doesn't seem to be recovering this time. I've been having this FPS issue once in a while. All right, it's better. I mean, 99% of the time, this game runs like smooth as silk. I don't have it maxed out by any means, but all right. I was just in here. It's this room, the shower room. I have a feeling there's something nasty in here. Oh yeah. I mean, just the shower itself is nasty. I see you. Hey! Bullshit! You did not even give me a chance to react. All right. I thought I heard footsteps, but it was just the ambient like soundtrack. The soundtrack in that game really has a way of what? Where? All right, must be in the next room. All right, maybe it's time to start using some of this ammo. Well, I got a lot of medicine too. Oh God. Ah! Where? Where is it? Ah! All right, where is it? Hey, I killed two things that were sort of coming at me at once without even getting hurt. What do you think of that one, Brad? Yeah, I won't lie, that scared the shit out of me, Evie. More shotgun shells. Man, it's gonna be great when I get a shotgun. I've got so much handgun ammo. I should really consider using it sometimes, though. Yeah, thanks, Brad. It was okay. It's a much more glowing review than than my last stream. I don't think I was doing anything okay on my last stream. All right, so this was... I think this is just bringing me back. Just filling in the map, really. And bringing me back to where this little combo thing is. I don't think I found anything with check the storage room? Oh, okay. On my map, it wasn't crossed off as inaccessible yet. So I was like, I must not have tried it earlier. Yeah, I still don't have any, I don't think I've seen anything suggestive of a combination for that thing. All right. So we'll get back to the administrator's office and save. Let's see, look at everything here. Laundry room, restroom. Have us a little save. All right. Looks like we got another restroom coming up on the right. Oh, I see you coming. You know what? I hate these guys. Screw you. Well, they do go pretty... She goes pretty slow, though. Like, she's just gonna slowly walk down the hall right at me. She's just begging to be shot. Oh, come on. Here, I'll give you a head start. Here, look, follow the bullet. There you go. There you go. Now you know you're going the right way. I think it's something that's going to sneak up behind me. Ah! Fuck you! Ow! Alright, well. I have a feeling she would have taken a few bullets. Too. Just trying to think, would I have been better off just as she slowly took like 2 minutes coming slowly down the hall towards me going, ah! It's like, should I just take her out? I don't know. Alright, don't trust anything in here. That just leads back out to where I was. I'm doing the frame ratey thing again. That's weird. It was going for so long with no problems. I'm gonna touch my machine real quick. No, it's like, is my machine running hot? It's like, nope, everything's fine. It's just randomly this game becomes choppy. So far, in all the times I've been playing, it only happened once while I was actually fighting. Alright, looks like we're back to normal again. Let's see. Room to the right, room to the left. This door is open. We're going to look in there first. Because an open door is an unhappy door. Doesn't make any sense, but let's just say turning my back to an open door I haven't explored yet just opens a lot of unhappy possibilities. All right. This one I see looks like barricaded furniture on the other side. All right, we got the L1 coming up ahead. Locked. Also locked. Looks like there's on the other side, there's another door leading in there. So just take the long way around. Let's check these doors while we're here. Another open door here. Oh, I gotta censor something terrible in here. It's just a mess. It's got chains. Okay, don't like that. Don't like that. Alright, I still don't know. It's like the chain sort of was shaped like the number 6. Was I supposed to be jotting that down? It's like, no, I really don't think so. Let's see, and I think, oh yeah. Nothing there. Oh, this door is not even on the map. Really? Weird. Huh. I think it's the first time I've noticed something like that. I hear terrible movement. Slimy movement. Let's try in this room. Alright, just... Hey! Shotgun. Hells to the yeah, baby. Let's see. 1, 2. Load that shotgun up. Oh my gosh! You can put 6 rounds in the shotgun. All right, we're gonna keep the bullet as our primary for now, because I could have one nervous moment and completely use all my shotgun ammo. Handgun ammo. More shotgun shells. And what's this creepy thing? Why? Why? Ah! Did I just prick my finger on this thing? So there's like a needle sticking out of it? Oh, that's not right. Why? Bent needle? What am I saving it? Alright. Great. Can't wait to use it later. Just add it to my collection of bent needles. Can I combine it with something? Jack. Oh, my neck is getting... oh, my neck's all sore. Oh! Alright, you know what? Screw you. Ah! Hey! Alright. Can't seem to get out of a confrontation with one of those things without taking a little bit of damage. You know what? I'm gonna go back and... I've been in some fights since my last save. I've never actually save scummed in this game, but I feel better when I save. I need to start thinking about wrapping up soon too, honestly. I'm not gonna... This is not a good night for me to be going until midnight like I've been doing. I got too much crap to deal with tomorrow. Can I use the needle to pick the lock? Nope. Okay. The women's locker room I already looked in, I think, right? There's something down here. Alright, that door I cannot open yet. I think there's some shit in there. Oh, that was where the nurse station was. Why is it making noise? It was probably maybe something's respawned in there. It's like, why is it making noises like there's something in there? I cleared it already. Yeah, I cleared it is like not even a thing in this place. Oh, why are there so many now? Oh, I thought that was another one. What the hell? Whoa! Where? I hear your squishy, terrible sound. There is a place open over there now. There's one of the face. There's one of the face. Ah! Oh no, get... Alright, let's see what's in this room then. This was not open before. Shotgun shells. What was that? 2 handgun ammos. I mean, I used more than I gained there. Although, I didn't use a ton of ammo. I did actually... I took a couple shots and then went in with my big stick. Still don't feel like I've found any clues about how to open that door. There's something here. I don't know why I'm going downstairs right now, but I am. Because it's there, I guess. Oh. Hey, look. Alright. Not a bad detour for some extra handgun ammo. Alright, what about the upsy daisies? Yeah, there's definitely something around here. Wait, what is... Oh. Alright, I'm gonna save this upstairs. Until I'm almost done exploring down what I can down here. Can't open that door. Whew. Okay. I think I already, yeah, this is that locker room. I already looked in there. Alright, there's some shit in this room. I think it's back over there somewhere. Alright, I'm not gonna look for items yet. I'm gonna clear this place. All right, let's try a shotgun. There you go. Boom. Maybe I should have opened with the shotgun. Maybe I could have. Whoa, hello. All right, I got to remember that when she's down, I got to hit her because she was not out. Double tap, baby. All right, don't make no conclusions that there's nothing else in here. Okay. All right, I think I can. I'm feeling confident enough to conclude there's nothing else in this room right now. Hey, got the key to the room that I'm trying to get into. All right, great TV show. Love it. Love it. Okay. Nothing there. Still haven't noticed anything that would be a clue to open up that combo in that one place. Ugh, okay. Now that key should open this door right here. Hold on, let's reload our shit. Why do I feel like this is gonna be a naughty room? I'm not even messing around. I got the shotgun ready to go. Looks like the exact kind of room where shit's just gonna be popping out behind every sheet. Like right here. No. Open these. There are definitely some shenanigans going on in this room. Alright, so clearly I can slide this cart over and jump through that. Probably something terrible is going to happen to me once I do. Alright, what is that? What was that? Sound like something scampering around in here. Could have been just the sound of the cart wheels. The cart's wheels. No, I don't. They never let you see. I know something's in there. I know something terrible is in there. No? Let me see. They brought in the girl today. Poor thing hasn't said a word. She just sits there, head in her hands, sobbing and quivering. I moved her to the corner bed. She seems to have calmed down a bit. She even smiled at me, I think. No, I don't trust it. Anyone shows you their teeth in this place, it means they're about to bite your face off. No. Alright, let's clear the room first. Okay. Corner check. Nope. Oh, there's definitely something in there. handgun ammo. I've got an awful lot of handgun ammo. And not, well, no, I feel like the shotgun, I feel like I'm about to walk into tight close quarters with something that's going to be right in my face. So shotgun is the order of the day. What was that? No, sir, I don't like it. Hey, Chrisinator! How's it going, Chris? Happy HAWKTOBER! How you doing, man? You been playing lots of Dead by Daylight to celebrate the season? Yeah. Oh no, do I crawl in there? Oh, this seems like a terrible idea. Alright, but I'm gonna do it. Because that's the next thing to do. What the hell? I don't like this tight, and I feel like I just fell someplace where I can't easily go back to where I... Whoa, what was that? There's something moving around in here with me. Oh, there we go. Get that shotgun ready. Come here. Is this someplace I've been already? What was that? What was that? Could be better, more or less. But Saturday night, your usual place of business. Decided to take an extended vacation and burn to the ground? Oh no! You mean the place, like, where your job is? It's gone? Oh man, that sucks. See, I felt bad about what was going on with me. That, the team that I've been working on for the last 5 years, I just found out today is dissolving. We're project-based, and the project's ending. The project that we thought was gonna... Well, we knew it would have to end eventually, but it just seemed like it was just gonna go on for years and years. It did go on for years and years. And we knew it was winding down, but we thought like there was another project that our team started doing some work on, and we thought we were going to transition to that. And it turns out our team is not going to transition to that. Like other teams have claimed that. So it's like, yeah, like my manager was like crying when he told me, like he was really this is a guy I've been working with for 5 years. So the thing is they're finding places for us to work. It's just our team is being dispersed. There's always, the way my business is, it can be a little bit like musical chairs. Like when the project ends, everyone scrambles. A lot of the people that work in my place are contractors. So those people like just, they get let go. But I've been there, once you've been there a couple of years, you get hired on. They really try and do their best to make sure there's a place for you to land when something like this happens. Picking up the pieces is not an end, but a new beginning. Well, that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't know. This is a little bit scary. I don't know what I'm going to be doing like 3 weeks from now. I don't know what my job's going to be. But it's looking like they're trying to like plug me into another division. And hello, Matus. Happy Thursday. Oh yeah, you had to say EV46 divided by 2. It's a hot lawyer call. So yeah, just this is probably my last stream for HAWKTOBER. The way things panned out is I've got oral surgery tomorrow, and they're doing an extraction, a tooth extraction, and it's been 20 years since I've had a tooth pulled. I forgot how kind of that's like kind of a big deal. So I was thinking, oh, by the next day I'll be able to do my meetings at work and probably stream. We'll see how I'm doing, but you know, I might be okay. And then I was doing like looking at the post-op stuff, and then I remembered like, oh yeah, like now that I remember, like people take like 2 days off of work for this shit. The gumming lawyer, the open wound gumming lawyer. All right, I'm gonna have to just stick my face into that hole. I don't like sticking my faces into holes, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm sticking my face in that hole. I should have checked my map first to see where I was. Yeah, where the hell am I anyways? Medical records. Oh, I'm on the first floor again. Oh, I'm right by the lobby again. Okay. Not sure what I accomplished. Alright. I got into L1, but I don't know what I got out. Maybe I'm gonna find it in here. Why won't they help me? Why did they keep me in here with him? Ugh, I don't like the sound of that. Oh! Okay. I don't know why that was scary. Let me out! Please keep the noise down. Yeah, you hear that, EV-23? They must know you're watching. All right. Oh, wait, there's a number there. I don't know if that means anything. 280? No, I don't know why it would. 1280? No, I think it's just random. I'm going to write it down anyways. Because that could be the combination for that save thing. 1280. Now I'm wondering if every time they've done a musical cue like that, there was some number that I missed. Because I almost concluded that number didn't mean shit. I do not trust this room. Nope. Okay. Come back here. We'll open this up. Back up to 15 health drinks. Delicious. Oh, I think this is one of the 3 things I need to mess with that that arm sticking out of the desk in the director's office. There's some numbers on this. I don't know if it means anything. Total like 5 to 6 fire departments came down to put out the fire. Something like 50 firefighters. It took them 4 hours to get them point where it was considered out. Dang. What? That. That. Yeah, have that. No, you stay down. Stay down. Down. Bad mummy. All right. Where did she even come from? She wasn't here a minute ago. This door is still locked. I don't know where the hell she came from. Who knows? Who knows where any of these freaks come from? Okay. This is the time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to save, and then that will conclude my gameplay for this evening. So, well, okay. I'm trying to think. I'll get out of here right now. I'm gonna save it. I think I already did that. I just suddenly asked myself if I'm feeling well enough to play games on Thursday night, but just not well enough to talk. Maybe I'll do a no chat stream, but that would seem awfully like to have on Halloween a no chat interaction stream. Just seems like a bitch move. Won't you be answering the door on Thursday? We don't really get trick-or-treaters where we live. We're on the 3rd floor of an apartment complex where there are not that many children to begin with. So, but probably if people do answer the door or do knock on the door, my wife will get it. I think it'd be weird if I came to the door and I'm like oozing blood out of it. I think it'd be perfect for Halloween now that I think about it. Insurance is going to keep you paid until we can all get back to actual work. Oh, that okay. I mean, it still must feel a little traumatic for your place of business to have burned down, whether you're getting paid or not. But that's actually a huge consideration, though. That because when you told me it burned down, I thought that meant like you're like kind of effed financially too. Until they can get it back together. So that's actually a huge relief. You're helping the catering head at one of the restaurants tomorrow for a few hours, but I thought you'd drop by for a minute. All right, Chris. Well, I'm sorry that's got to shake you up a little bit to happen to your workplace. I'm glad that you're, financially you're still going to be intact over it. But, yeah. Good. Hang in there, buddy. You went to the dentist recently. Got to get 6 extractions. Yeah, your wisdom. Okay. Yeah. No, I got my wisdoms taken out like 25, almost 25 years ago. That was pretty horrific. And since then, about 20 years ago, I got the 2 very back molars on this side taken out. And I didn't remember it being that big a deal. The molars, the wisdom teeth were a big deal. The molars, I don't remember being nearly as big a deal, but I forgot, like, it's still like not nothing. Like, I'm not going to be leading meetings the next day. Thursdays, usually I lead meetings. So, be perfect time to go fight Norris the Grey if I can't talk. Your boss was being a jokester the night of the fire. You went down there, he was like, now Chris, you don't have to work tomorrow, so don't get up too early. Lol. That was like, yeah, well, there's a silver lining. You get to sleep in, right? I guess you gotta, appreciate these things. You're hoping yours won't need to be surgical extractions? Yeah, my wisdom teeth, like the roots were really in. So at least a couple of them, they actually had to use a little saw to cut the teeth into like halves or quarters to pull them out a piece at a time. The other extractions I had were literally like, they numbed me up and they were like, tap, 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 pull. I was like, oh my God. Like apparently when it's going to go well, it just goes, it's like not that hard. This is going to be the 3rd attempt. There's a tooth back there that's just been, I guess, having problems over the years. I didn't realize it. During the pandemic, I was like scared to go to a dentist, like to open my mouth like in front of a bunch of people, even if they were wearing masks. I didn't want to do it. And my teeth weren't bothering me. So I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, this tooth needs to come out. And, every time I can be notoriously hard to numb, like where they'll do shots, but then I won't get numb in the right place. And that kept happening. And the first time they tried it, they like had only allotted a certain amount of time. And so they're like, you know what, we just don't, they went through 3 rounds of numbing and they're like, we just don't have time. You need to come back next week. So I came back the next week and the same thing happened. They did it a bunch of times. They even had like the owner dentist came in and he tried all this stuff. And then they're like, well, let's just start moving in on that tooth, and maybe it's just, you are numb. And as soon as they applied pressure to the tooth, I could feel pain. Like, it was minor, but I was like, I didn't want to, not a time for them to yank that shit out. And as soon as he could see I felt pain, he's like, oh, no, okay, we'll stop. The thing that sucks, though, is I left. They had me leave after that, and I'm pretty sure as I was driving home, I felt the numbing spread to where it needed to go. The test they kept telling me was this whole half of my lip should be completely numb, and it wasn't. I could feel that. There was a slight tingling, but I could feel my lip the whole time. I was numb as shit all over here, but I could still feel when they were messing with the tooth. They do like, they'd shoot cold stuff on it. They'd be like, can you feel that? I'd be like, yeah, a little bit. You never stopped going even during the pandemic? I mean, in retrospect, I kind of wish I'd kept going, because before I moved to Oregon, I had, I was in, like, I had a laundry list of dental work that I was in the middle of getting done. And then we moved. And then I didn't go to a dentist for 5 years. So I think whatever would have been like maybe the easy fix 5 years ago, leave it alone for 5 years, and suddenly it's like, oh, now it's, now you got problems that were not going to be that big of problems 5 years ago. You're paranoid about dry socket? Well, it's never a good thing. I remember being really scared of dry socket because I knew that was like sort of the most common complication. If you're not careful, it could just happen. But so far, I've just been really careful and it's never happened. So I don't use straws. I follow all the instructions. So far, it hasn't been a problem. But to the point where, because I've been through, like between my wisdom teeth and then the extractions here, because I've been through enough without having had that complication, I'm a little less worried about it. But yeah, it's by all accounts, if it does happen, it's fucking terrible. One of your molars got tipped, but it was so long the gum started to grow back over it. Oh, they can't crown it, so they'll just extract it. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, that sucks. So it potentially could have been saved, but because of the way like your mouth just adapted, it became like inaccessible for that purpose. That sucks. All right, you know what I should do? I should I see we got supposedly 14 people in here. I do giveaways in my HAWKTOBER streams. Feast your eyes on the remaining games that have not been claimed. Risk of Rain 2, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Midnight Suns. Folks, these are some good games if you don't already have them. Yeah, good stuff. Some of them newer, some of them older. There's my dog Millie's favorite game at the bottom there, Wolfmouth. Wolfmouth is it's just in case my dog goes on the wheel and she wins. She'll win Wolfmouth. I don't think any of the rest of you can claim Wolfmouth. So the question, and this is what happens towards the end of HAWKTOBER, is I run out of people who haven't won already. And the rule is like, people that have won don't get to keep going on the wheel. So now the question is, of the 14 souls that are in here tonight, we have at least 2 who would like to go on the wheel of misfortune for a chance to win and select one of these amazing games here that you see before you. You'll get a Steam key. Usually it's a Steam. Once in a blue moon, it's like a Ubisoft or some shit, but it should be a Steam key. But in order to be put onto the wheel, you have to tell me that you want to be put onto the wheel. Now, historically, Brad Pritchard, did you win yet? Oh, he did win. He won Domekeeper. People that have been here before, EV23, we decided to let her step in for her husband, Skull Sphinx. So we've been putting Skull Sphinx on the list. So we could probably, Evie's here, so we count that as one. Evie was the first winner of HAWKTOBER. And her big dilemma when she won was whether to pick a game for herself or a game that her husband would like. Because her husband can't stay up till 3 in the morning when I do this stuff. So I agreed, and some people were not pleased by this. They accused me of favoritism, but I agreed that Evie could put in her husband's name on his behalf when she's here. So we'll have Skull Sphinx. Everyone else who has been put on this list throughout HAWKTOBER so far that has expressed interest, none of them are here right now. Zornkev was here a little while ago, but I don't know, Zornkev, you still here? At any rate, one of my rules is if only one person is interested, especially if it's a person that's not here. Zornkev is there. Zornkev, you want on the Wheel of Misfortune? You would also like to put Evie... No, we're not going to do that. Where Matus is like... Where we're going to have Skull Sphinx on the wheel twice. Because you know what? Skull Sphinx is a little bit of a troublemaker. I don't want to give him too much of a chance. The fact that I'm letting Evie step in for him is quite enough. Is quite enough of an allowance for Skull Sphinx. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. You can definitely go on the wheel. Zornkev back on the wheel. I'm putting together the list over here, Chrisinator. So now we got 3 people. We got Skull Sphinx, as represented by Evie. We got Zornkev 2. And we got Chrisinator. I believe that's enough to form a quorum. All right. Says 15 concurrent viewers. Any of the, anyone else? Last call to go on the list. To win one of these, you can select one of these amazing games. I think all of these I got from... These are all games that I got from Humble Choice. From Humble Bundle. That I had already bought for myself before. So they're all games that I think are very good games. They're all games worth buying because I bought them for myself. And then I got them in monthly bundles from my subscription to Humble Choice. So I got extras to go. That's where the keys come from. All right, so let's get to the wheel. And a boom! Whoa! Oh, he's so hot here in the wheel. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Wheel of Misfortune. The last wheel, potentially, probably, of HAWKTOBER 2024. One reason you stopped doing Humble Bundle, you're getting games you already had. I tend almost every month to get at least one game that I'm interested in that I don't have already. But there have been a few months where, I mean, there are always games I get that I don't have, but I'm not always interested in any of them. All right, let me get the list prepared for the current wheel. All right, and this is what we're gonna do. Boom. We'll put y'all on twice, so it looks like more people. More people, more excitement, I always say. All right. There we are, the names. Every time the flames lick at me. All right. Here's the wheel. There's the names. Who will win? Who will lose? I think I'm freaking out my dog. Sorry, you. Hi, sweetheart. She was sleeping on the other side of the green screen. I'm being too noisy. Sorry, Millie. Hey, here, maybe we can win some wolf mouth for you. All right. Names are on. Wheel is on. Ready to go? Spinning in 3, 2, 1. Who shall win? We shall. Oh. Zornkev. Zornkev. It was looking like Skullsphinx was going to get that one, but that is Zornkev. Good job, Zornkev. Congratulations on your big win, Zornkev. You are the big winner tonight. Everyone else is losers. Losers. That's how the wheel spins here on the Wheel of Misfortune. Thank you for playing. Better luck next time. Let's see, we'll come back over here. All right, Chris. Yeah, Wheel of Misfortune. People wait all year long because I only break out the Wheel of Misfortune during HAWKTOBER. So, Zornkev. Take a gander at this impressive list of games. The one that I'm sitting here in this space right now, and the list is right here. I'm looking at it. All this around that you see around me, it's where I really am. It's real. Uh-oh, my dog's messing with the green screen. Hi, baby. Hi, sweet girl. So what happens now is you gotta pick a game, and then you need to reach out to me on either Twitter or Discord. Give me a little ping so I can respond to you with the key for whatever game you've chosen. Well, I think I've already said the only one who can claim Wolfmouth is Millie. Like a Dragon. You got it, man. Let's see. So we're gonna do Zornkev. Possibly the last win of HAWKTOBER. Like a Dragon. Let's get Like a Dragon off that list, shall we? All right, looks like I got a little buzz on Discord. Or is it a giveaway? All right, getting that Yakuza Like a Dragon right off of that list, and then we'll save this list for next year so that y'all can not be interested in these games again. I'll have new games by next year. I can almost guarantee. Throughout the year, I'll accumulate more humble games that I already own for next HAWKTOBER. The rest of your shit's gonna be long now. Fantastic choice from the Wheel of Misfortune. Yes, for Misfortune. Thank you, Brad. Wheel of Misfortune. Here, I forgot to add all the extra E's and U's when I did it. Okay, so let's see. Where I'm gonna dig up this key for you now. Oh, I gotta get for that too. All right. Making my way over to the humble. There it is. All right. Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to the old social medias. The Discorder Rooney? And you made it easy by having your name on Discord be the same as your name in here with the minus the 2. Hi, yo! All right, this is the special time where I'm going to write your congratulatory message live on stream so that whenever you read that, you can look up this stream again and relive this moment, this great moment that will just be burned and etched into your mind forever. You could tell your grandkids about this, and not only that, you can look it up. You can show them the receipts. Congratulations, Zornkev, on your big win. I put extra eyes in there. You deserve this more than everyone else. Sorry, Skull Spinks. MUHUHAHAHAHAAA. Enjoy. Enjoy your shiny new copy of Like a Dragon. Ta-ta. And there's the key. And there you go, Zornkev. You got it. I probably misspelled Skull Sphinx. Did I? No, maybe I said it right. Wait, did I? No, I let the H out. I called them Skull Spinks. But it's all over. Wait, can I edit it now? Yeah, I'm going to edit it. Because... there. Now Skull Spink's name is spelled correctly. Your hubby got you a game with your name in the credits for your anniversary? You can't remember the name? Because hubby fell asleep before giving you the key. You'll be getting it tomorrow. That's cool. I like that. I hope it's not a shitty game. But... that's a cool. I like that idea. That's a cool. That's like cool. It's like having a star named after you or something, you know. Except it's more tangible than that. All right, you guys. Well, this might be it for October. This might be it. We'll see. I still haven't beaten. I might still be playing some more Silent Hill 2 on stream. I don't know. You know what often happens when Hawktober ends is I need to play bright and colorful games. Oh, it's a cute and cozy game he kickstarted. All right, cool. Happy anniversary. You'll get me to play Dead by Daylight even if it kills you. Was that your objective coming in here tonight, Chris? I haven't been in the mood for it. Even though there's new killers that I think seem pretty interesting. That Dracula looks cool. That's like made me a little bit tempted to jump back into it, but yeah, just a little bit of EASA, just a little bit of evidence, a structured approach. EASA. Let's see.
Order in the court. Law! Talons of justice!
Let me see. Should I read evidence, a structured approach? Spock, what do you think? I think you need to get your rest, lawyer. You should not read EASA tonight. It would not be logical. Well, you heard it here first. Thank you, Spock. Well, Spock has spoken. No EASA tonight. Maybe next time. I bet I'm gonna make Brad hate Spock. I gotta be careful. You can't argue with Spock. That's right. See Brad get triggered anytime you see Spock from now on. All right. I'm going to call it a night, you guys. Wow, Spock, what a betrayal. Yeah, it was really him too. You could tell because he spoke, you know. So, all right. Thanks for coming in, Chris, and thank you for coming in, Evie23. Thanks for coming in, Brad Pritchard. Thanks for coming in, Zornkev2. Who else should I thank for coming in? I know there's thanks for coming in 14 additional people. Maybe Matus? Who knows? Maybe a little Joss? I don't know. You think Joss is one of those extra 14 people? Maybe a Nick C, of sleeping Nick C. Who else could it be? Overlord McGeek. He was here earlier. Maybe Barbara. Fast asleep. Fast asleep after her raid. All tuckered out. Yeah, could be a Joss. All right. I am gonna wrap this shit out. Okay, guys, it's been a great Hawktober. I've had a good Hawktober, even though it's ending with a little bit of a. I think I scared my dog when it made that noise. Had a great Hawktober. Thanks for. I hope you guys had a good Hawktober too. I feel like we had a pretty good one this year. With the exception, obviously, of me probably not streaming on Halloween. That's a little not ideal, but you know, whatever. Life, right? Life. All right, but now y'all need to calm down, especially you, EV23. Thanks, appreciate that, Zornkev. I really hope it goes. If they can't get it done tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess the next step is this place can actually put you under, but I think you've got to plan for that in advance. Like they could literally like put me under like surgery. But to do that, you have to be like escorted by someone else who's gonna drive you home and all that shit. So I guess that's the next step if they can't do the numbing. I'll make another appointment. I'm gonna end up paying like thousands of dollars just to have a fucking tooth pulled. Anyways, all right. You know, as my wife says, don't borrow trouble. We'll go. Everything could go fine tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But all right, you guys. Here we go. We're gonna dim the old lights with a snap. And all right, calm down, Evie. Jeez. Go to sleep. And good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Ever 23, Brad Pritchard, Zornkev 2, Chris Nader. Go to sleep, Matus. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Maybe Overlord McGeek. Barbara. Probably not at this point. There's all those raiders. Veggie Beast Punk. Mug SRB. Ron Deasy. They're laying there sleeping, I hope. Hope they're enjoying my intrusion into their dreams. Quinn for the win. Yeah. That was a good one. Jeff, remember when Jeff Harbaugh was here? All right. I'm going to stop talking now.